Okay, no job number to this yet, but I'm showing you this job number because I came out here in 2018 and looked at this property. I'm looking at this property again. It's called Goodwin BusinessPark. And instead of seal coat and striping, we're going to be looking at asphalt, seal coat and striping. And I'll probably throw in some crack fill too. Okay, this is for Goodwin Builders. Greg Goodwin is my contact. And I'm going to show you some info. Okay, you can see there's an alleyway in between the two buildings where that's our seal coat scope. And it comes all the way out to their entrance. Goes all the way up the west side of the building, goes up to the north. Okay. I was given the striping quantities. So you've got 1,412 feet of striping. There's yellow striping, 1,490. There's 5 ADA symbols. 12-inch letters, he says there's 81. It designates parking spots, 16 units at 5 each. So there's 5 stencils per stall. But total, there's 81. 81 letters. Fire lane, no parking. He says there's 20 of them. Required at 50-foot intervals on all yellow lines. These yellow lines are like, I'm in the alleyway right now. That alleyway has 4-inch yellow striping. Well, we're supposed to put little 3-inch stencils on it, and it goes all the way up. It's supposed to go all the way along the building here, or at least to there, and then it continues down there. I'll walk you around the property here. As a matter of fact, that's incorrect. There's no little stencils going on there. It's larger, what looks like 12-inch no parking fire lane stencils. Yeah, those are 12-inch. So you can kind of see where some of the existing ones are, and you can see how they're spaced out roughly. It looks like about 50 feet from that one to this one. Okay, so he's correct when he says 50-foot intervals on all yellow lines. I don't see any yellow line over here. So I would imagine we have to put a no parking fire lane there, and then we have to alternate and put one here in between at the 25-foot mark. And then 25 feet later, on the other side, you put a no parking fire lane, or fire lane no parking. Over there would be the next one, and then up there would be the last one potentially. Okay, so as far as seal coat goes, there's approximately 43,700 square feet. These are all quantities given by the customer, so we're going to go based off of his quantities. Crack seal, 1,243 lineal feet. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the asphalt repairs in the alleyway here. Okay. So this is the northeast corner of the property. All right. We can park back here if we need to for staging. We can be all along this if we need to. All right. But you've got the first, second, and then you got the third door here, the third roll-up door to the right. There's some asphalt that is going to be cut out by the customer. Where these dumpsters were at, it caused divots, and we've got a 3x3 right here that will be cut. Over here, we're going to have 1 foot wide. It's kind of an L-shaped, but it's going to be approximately about 7 feet by 1 foot right there. I just measured that off. It's 3-inch depth asphalt. Like I said, customer is going to saw cut and remove that, and we will replace with new hot mix. Okay, and then right in front of the door, we've got this area that's alligator cracked, starting from where the new asphalt ends and go in that direction. We've got 8 feet by 9 feet. Okay, 8 foot by 9 foot there. So that's one area. Come down here. This is something I think we can do, and this would be easy. This doesn't have to be pretty, but we need to fill in this area right here, which is, it's about 5 feet, a 5 foot by 1 foot area of asphalt. We just need to fill in this hole. The asphalt's sunk, and we want to try to put enough asphalt in here so that when the water flows down this direction, it continues to go this way and not this way. So we want to make that asphalt just a little bit higher. If anything, we could get it almost up to the top of the concrete here. And that depth right there is about 3 inches. It's about 3 to 3.5 inches there, okay? So we need to put about a 5 foot by 1 foot strip of asphalt in there. Like I said, it doesn't need to be pretty. We can just plate compact it. We could actually probably run the plate compactor right along the edge here to try to get it, or just use one of those flat, plate whackers and just tamp it down. Okay, so we just need to tamp the asphalt in there. And on this side, the asphalt has sunk down and water is going, from this direction down into that hole. So I told customer that we could probably fill this up, and what we would have to do is potentially do this in a triangle pattern here. So we've got roughly it's about a 6 foot pad. So we got 6 foot this direction. We've got roughly, let's say we've got, how much we got there? We probably need to come all the way out to this point right here. I don't have a big enough level to actually see, or a transit to see where we're at here, but we probably need to start up here. And we don't need to necessarily saw cut right here. It'd be nice if we could, but what we're trying to do is get water from just going down in that hole and causing a huge puddle. So I'd like to fill this area up. As you can see there, it's about 7 inches down in the corner. So we'd be using 7 inches of asphalt in like a 2x2 square right there. Try to bring the asphalt up all the way to the top so that it's above the bottom of the pad here. Bring it up high enough, and then just taper it out this way, throw some asphalt in, and just kind of do a triangular pattern here. So this is all filled in, and water could potentially just run right on top of the asphalt and then just flow over the concrete wall. I'm going to show you what it looks like at the bottom here. Okay, so I'll try to get level here. As you can see, the wall tapers down, the asphalt tapers down. If we started up here high enough, we could probably put enough asphalt in to where the water will still flow off of that asphalt, hit this wall right here, and anything that overflows will just dump right over the wall, okay? So the goal is to get this area of asphalt filled in up to this point, just above the bottom here. Well, I take that back. Yeah, just above the bottom there. So that way water will flow down the asphalt, come to about here, and then flow off the wall. Okay, so it'll be a triangular pattern here. And that roughly is about a 6 foot by 6 foot area here. That's not 36 square feet of asphalt, but it's a 6 foot by 6 foot area that we would put in a triangular pattern here. Just filling it with asphalt, tamping it down, probably with a plate compactor, so that way water will flow, not go under, and just dump down over the side. Okay, last thing is down here. We've got the second roll-up door. There's going to be a 10 foot by 8 foot section of asphalt cut out by the customer, and 3-inch depth, and we will replace it. It's going to be roughly right here at the edge of this this edge of this new asphalt where the yellow line is. We'll go 8 feet by 10 feet. Okay, or no, I'm sorry, 4 feet. We're only going 4 feet from here. 4 feet this direction, 8 feet this direction. Okay, so it'll be right about in this area where the customer will saw cut, remove it, and we will replace it. So there's no hauling away of old asphalt. Now I'm heading to the front of the building. One of the things that needs to be done on this property is power washing. So there'll need to be a day of power washing in here to clean all this moss off along the edges, along the shaded areas, up around the curb islands, or the planters, I should say. You don't have to do the concrete. Just need to power wash mostly along the edges of the south end, and then along the curbs coming up through the entrance, all along the concrete barrier wall there. It's pretty clean there, so you don't need to do that. But all of this up the west side will need to be power washed. Got some power washing right there that needs to be done. Here's where all the striping is out front. Okay. The fire lane out here, there is no fire lane out in the front. All that fire lane striping is in the back. All the 18-inch no parking fire lane stencils are in the back. Okay, that area will be cleaned out for seal coating and striping. This area right here, okay, that will also be torn out by the customer, and then we will replace it. This is in front of K, building K, or unit K. This is a 2 foot by 10 foot. 2 foot by 10 foot section here.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry. 2 foot by 10 foot, 3-inch depth. That will be replace only. Remember, there is no asphalt to haul out of here. It's only replace only. Okay, and as I'm continuing up to the building here, you can see there's some more power washing that needs to be done. Some cracks need to be filled or cleaned out. I think customer mentioned about power washing in the back, so that might be power washing in the front here too. So you know what? Take the power washing out of the scope of work, because I believe customer said they are power washing. Okay, so they will power wash. We just need to use the snuffy and for our prep work, and then crack fill and seal coat. We will be seal coating this too on the back side, unless customer says not to. But for now, that's supposed to be included. Okay. Asphalt goes up to the concrete sidewalk. We want to make sure that all the shrubs are kind of trimmed near the bottom, so that way we're not getting seal coat on them and they're not touching the seal coat. All debris should be taken off. So if this is being power washed, then it should be ready to go for us for a pretty easy prep and an easy clean. I would imagine best time to work out here would be on the weekend, but might be able to coordinate this for the weekday. But that should be it. Here's your fire lane. Actually starts right there. Fire lane starts there, this 4-inch line, and goes all the way around the building and heads all the way down. Over here, there's no yellow line, but there is no parking fire lane stencils. That should do it. Any other questions, let me know.